Good morning again, everybody, and hi, and welcome back to another fine episode here at the Artist Corner. I am in a little bit of a rush today to try to accomplish some stuff. I'm baking cakes for the kids' birthdays, and I thought it would be fun to try to get some of this preliminary stuff done when I realized that more than likely the preliminary stuff was the good stuff you guys would probably like to watch. So I decided to take this, as you can see, I'm actually turning the paper, and we are still using just a simple number 2 pencil. I find that the number 2 gives you the freedom. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to create a lightened zone, but it's not really that necessary because I can come back in with my eraser. So we're just remembering that the area up here, all the way around to here, is dark. So we're trying to create the values we've talked about. Did I do my intro correctly? I hope I did. Anyway, so we are just filling in basically and doing our best to cover all the surface. I mean, remember, even the white clothing. Yeah, I do, Dad. I'm busy. Okay. I'm busy doing a
little bed for her.
Oh, that's nice.
Blankies around her.
That's my baby dog.
She's sitting right beside him.
Uh-huh.
And he's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Dog Man.
Yes, you are.
I'm Dog Man.
Okay. All right, that's Grandpa. He's sitting over there watching his video games, and he has his headphones on. I don't think he even knows I'm doing a tutorial as we speak. Anyway, I hope you guys are joining me today. I want to share with you, I had a wonderful evening last night. An old friend of mine came by. I don't know if he watches any of these tutorials, but old friend from high school. He came by. He knew I was weightlifting, and he knew I was struggling to try to come up with the monies to you know, afford the all of the weights and everything that you use, and bless his heart, he came by and he brought me some really expensive stuff that he wasn't using, I guess, and he just wanted to be a buddy, and I sure appreciated it. I think I appreciated it. I can't tell what was better, seeing him or the gift of the equipment. But I definitely got a good workout in last night and yesterday, and barely slept because of it. So we have a value accomplished now, pretty much covering this whole area of the same value, except for right in here. We obviously have left this section and this section with the lesser tones, and we will come in here and add a little tone in here. I guess the problem is that so much of the Middle East is the same color. I'm trying not to say it's all tan, but there's a lot of rock in the Middle East, and so depicting the different rocks with different values is really all you can do. Since they are technically the same color and they're technically reflecting the light in pretty much the same way. But we take the opportunity to come in here and kind of darken zones. So if I come in here and actually darken, you gotta be careful. That tip, look how sharp that got. See? We can take an opportunity when the tip is sharp to come in here and put some of our other values on here. Remember, less is more. We don't want to overdo it, and we are going for an effect. And maybe just a little bit right there, but not too much. Maybe a little in the hair, not too much in there. And then maybe a bit right in here. All right. And then obviously we've got some shadows in here and down here. Hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and pause now and try to finish up some of the main, make sure I got all that done, and then we can come back and finish it up. Alright, I have turned I'm back here. I'm sure you guys can see there's some little bit of a difference now. I'm going to come in here. As you can see, my hand is covered in pencil. You have to be super careful when you get to this level. And I have got to come in here and kind of remove a little bit of material, because that is not the way I intended to smudge too much. But it's alright. It's okay. That can happen when you're working in the soft lead, which is why most artists don't. But this is primarily for the purposes of teaching. So I enjoy it. I hope you guys do. And this is going to probably be about the finish of this illustration. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up. I have taken the time to go in and do some secondary value in here, and that separates it from the outside here. And over here you can see I've come on to do some shadows here. We can do the same thing over here, and remember that we're kind of allowing that area to be defined with our shadows. But if we do too much, then it's going to take away from this being an entrance. So it might be more at the top than at the bottom. But that's the idea. And if you guys like this and want to see more of this kind of drawing, you guys let me know. There's one thing else I was going to bust out with at this point. I was going to come back now with the trusty Micron pen and show you one final effect. When doing these kinds of illustrations, you can now come back in with, let's say, these characters down here, and we can redefine some of this line work with additional lines. And I find this is quite enjoyable. You can actually rediscover your own illustration. In this way. I don't know how many artists draw like this with the redefining, but I have always found it to be fun and kind of freeing. But you got to be consistent, as you can see. I've gotten pretty good at doing this. Come over here. And it makes each illustration that you do original. A lot of people get stuck in doing the same sort of types of lines for their clothing and wrinkles. And I like to, well, as you can see, I like to be free. I like to feel that I am free to interpret wrinkles in clothing in my own fashion. And same with up here in the rocks. I can now come back in and redefine there the shape of this cave entrance. I hope that you guys are enjoying this. I know I have been. And thank you again for joining me at the Artist's Corner. This is your illustrator friend David Joyner signing out for now, and I will be back again really soon with another tutorial. Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.